Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I am reviewing Big City Greens Season 2 episode what was it? Alright, episode 28. Sorry, something's smelling outside my door. I don't know what it is. Did someone put a fog machine? I'm not sure. I mean, it's getting close to Halloween, so maybe, are we allowed to have fog machines? Sorry, I'm kind of rambling. This is starting to smell whatever that thing is. And I was also hearing some music outside also, but besides all that, so this is episode 28. This is the first half, and it's called Ding Dongers, which is basically like TikTok. And again, this is not like a point out for saying that this is bad or anything. It's just a point out for my own personal preference. I don't like TikTok. It's just my own personal thing. They are in the big city. These are a bunch of kids. So it does make sense why they would do this kind of episode. What do I want to say? It was better than I imagined. like you know what I mean? This is better than Date Night. And Date Night was really looking forward to. Maybe I should lower my expectations, but it was, what was her name? Gabriella, the girlfriend, came back to Big City from Montreal, Europe, and I thought it would be super great. It was just okay. I'm not sure when I'm reading this episode. I need to wait until the end so I can calculate and stuff like that. But yeah, this is better than Date Night, actually. So, yeah, and it's, I actually kind of like the design here with the green, with the yellows kind of blending in. It doesn't feel like this is the color, this is where it stops, and this is where the other color starts again. It actually felt like they cared with the colors, and I always appreciate that. And it was also pretty cool with the design with, like, the D's. It's not fully shaped along with the G's, and it has its own unique style. I appreciate that also. And I like the purple with the blue in the background. It looks really nice. Again, when I notice attention to detail with colors, even though some people say simplified, I say it was very simplified in season 1, but I think coming to season 2 and coming to season 3, I think the colors have become more vibrant, and I guess I can say more noticeable, kind of like this, with the green and the yellow, with the blues and the purples and like the kind of violet color. I'm noticing with season 1, I think it did pretty good with the sunsets. Those were really beautiful. But not really with colors in general. I think they're really, nailing it with season 2. Again, is it still kind of simplified? Maybe, but it's not as, season 1. Which, simplified doesn't mean bad, it's just, when it's not simplified, it's more time, more effort, more, I guess, rendering, if it's, 3D'd. So, yeah. So, love this. And I, again, love blues and purples along with greens and yellows. It matches really well. My eyes aren't sore. And so basically this is kind of like the homepage of the app. When you go to what do you want to say, Facebook or Disney Now, you click on it and it shows the front page, I guess you can say, and it shows the name of the talent, and then it goes to where you put your credentials, or just goes straight into the app. Basically, that's basically what this is. But besides that, and it says a kid's app, and basically we have Remy, and what does this say? I'm sorry, the line's in the way. I think it says at Remy rules, and S is a Z, and kids often do that. They think it's cool. And Remy's doing a peace sign, pretty cool, with a wink. And Remy said, "Oh, this is my ding dong dance." And it's like, okay, TikTok dance, okay. And it says ding dong upload. I actually kind of like that it shows a ding dong. I don't go on TikTok so often. I think I mentioned before where I only go to, not really TikTok in general, but it's, how do I explain it? Why is it so hard to explain? Was it on Twitter? Yeah. Okay. Some people upload their TikTok mini reviews on Twitter. That's what I meant to say. So sorry. But on TikTok, in the comments, on TikTok, Does this sound like a clock when you upload? Like with Ding Dong, it sounds like when you're actually pressing a doorbell, which is I think is pretty cool. It's cute. With TikTok, is it a clock sound? That would make sense, right? Or am I crazy? I don't know. I'm just kind of curious. And then it's pretty cool that Remy has what we call this stand for his phone. That he's not just having it in his hand. He's like in his room. He has the money. Like he's using it. And you know what I like the attention to detail actually is that he has a computer there because we know he has tutoring lessons. We see Snakey with like a house. He has like his own mansion. I actually kind of like that. I mean, I personally don't need like another full Snakey episodes because we kind of had a sequel to that already. We had where Cricket was kind of trying to explain to Remy, basically saying you can't plan for fun. You just had to make a decision. And Cricket realized he was being really reckless and he doesn't know how to take care of a snake. But Remy knows a lot about snakes, and now Remy took care of it. And I forgot if it was season 1 or season 2. What was it? Mansion sitting, I think. Mansion sit. It was either, yeah, mansion sitting where the Greens basically went to Remy's house, and Cricket wanted to show how responsible he is trying to feed Snakey. So that was basically kind of like the sequel episode to that. So yeah, I personally don't. And it comes low. Do you want a third episode about Snakey? I personally don't need it, but that'd be pretty cool. And it's pretty cool that we get to see Snakey again. He's sleeping. We don't want to bother him, but it's pretty cool. He has a heat lamp and a mansion. Pretty cool. Okay, so what do I want to say? So again, he has a computer. We've never really seen that before. I think we've only seen like a big part of his room. I think only twice, and maybe he showed it then. I don't remember. But he has a computer there for tutoring with books. We have Snakey. We see his violin notes. Remember from the episode that was in season 2 also. What was it called? Time Crisis. And I think that I forgot what I rated the episode, but I'm pretty sure that was like a great episode. Where Remy was kind of worried about the future and how he learned that being the best isn't everything, and how he got third chair, which is basically third place in the violin universe, basically. So so that's a pretty good lesson for Remy and how he still has the sheets there because he still practices. Pretty cool. I don't know why I went into depth about Remy's room. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess maybe it's the first time I'm kind of seeing it again. Kind of made me want to talk about it. Anyway, so the room has nothing to do with Remy in this episode because this is a Remy episode, by the way, for this first half. But I just kind of wanted to talk about it. And Remy said, okay, let me see the views I got. And it's 0 likes. Oh no. And Remy's like, oh, I've been posting all week. I'm like, okay. In that situation, kind of thinking, I guess I would say like week 2, like 2 weeks maybe. 2 weeks tops. I would say, okay, Remy, like what type of things are you posting? And because it even says all my friends are popular. But it's also maybe because no one really discovered your videos yet, maybe. But look, this is Kiki. I like her outfit here. And I know people usually put kids in cartoons with the masks and stuff like that. The type of shows like, oh, this in this universe is kind of around COVID time, or this is a photo that they took while during COVID and now they're using it as their thumbnail because that's what some people are doing now. Personally, I don't really care about the mask. I just think it looks cool on her with the sunglasses and with the I'm assuming like a leather jacket. And Kiki Gamer 123. Kiki's a Daredevil. Again, more Kiki development. I guess maybe Daredevil is probably stretching it, but look what she's doing. Hey, take a look at this. She does a flip, and then lands in the trash can. 120 likes. Weezy's the best. Hey, pigeon talk. That's what it is. 350 likes. Because that's Wheezy. And Wheezy Pweezy? Is that supposed to be kind of like easy peasy lemon squeezy? Yeah, okay, you do you, Wheezy. Okay. I think Benny might be a faker. Because again, I watched this episode like 2 to maybe 3 times. I don't want to say in general, because I'm pretty sure I saw more, but like recently, basically. And now I'm actually kind of thinking about it. I think Benny might be a faker. I mean, I can't assume he could just wipe his mouth, but basically he says like, "Oh, hey, look at me, I'm Benny, and I ate like what's it, 4 bottles of barbecue sauce." Tee hee hee. He does like a wink and 500 likes, and Remy's like, "Oh, 500 likes for only being cute." Here's the thing: did he actually do that? Because we see no like sauce on the face, but again, he could just wipe his mouth. But did he actually do that? Because he could have easily just done it like, "Oh, hey, I did this thing." Tee hee hee. Is he faking? Dang, Benny. And well, what was his username? Lil Benny 360. Okay, that matches Benny. And I like how Rams said, I can be cute. um, that might be selling it a little bit. And you say, oh man, what am I doing wrong? I gotta play this. This is really funny. Sorry, I don't want to play too much. Oh my goodness. Cricket just does the most outlandish things, and that's basically about this episode where it kind of tests the waters between Cricket and Remy's friendship, because Cricket desperately wants to help Remy because Cricket is Remy's best friend, and vice versa. But Cricket just does these outlandish things, and Remy's like, ooh, not really I can use that, but we can work together so we can get famous. That's kind of in Remy's mindset. And Cricket's like jumping in the air, and he has like a poker stick. I'm like, how are you getting that high though? And Ding Dong uploaded. And good to hear the sound. Pretty cool. He's like, Cricket, what are you doing? How'd you get up here? How'd you get up here? He's like, I have my ways. He has a trampoline. And he's like, my man. And to take a look at that, of all the hearts. And it's like, oh, got all these likes for a Cricket want to come over later. And take a look at this. Hey, she looks cute. With the headband. Is that purple? Yep, it's a purple. And again, it's like the laughing with the tears, and wow, that kid's really funny. A nice favorited, you liked. So everyone's liking Cricket. This is fire. Let's get wanna come over later trending. So far so good. Okay, this guy's simple. I like that. So far so good. Kind of like keep it going. Like, what's the rest of the story? Okay. And it has what's the file number? 214 likes. Okay, pretty good. And he's like, oh, Cricket's making us famous, and then Cricket's kind of like, Remy, don't you want to come over later? He's stuck in the window. Yes, I do. And he just falls off the window. And he goes to the Green's house, and Tilly's there. Tilly's the B plot. And he's like, yeah, you're trending, Cricket. Everyone thinks you're hilarious, and you have Cricket saying, do you want to come over later on the video? And then Cricket's like, what's the big deal with this? And he's like, do you want to make a ding dong with me? And this is Cricket's just bored. I don't like this where he's trying to blow off this spider, but then he decides to eat it. I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me out. And and how Remy said we can get clout, and then Cricket mistakes that. Oh, you mean trout? And no, that's not what I meant. Until he's like, well, that is what you meant. Trout season is coming up. You better be prepared. Because Bill likes to fish. The kids like to fish too. And he's like, no. I said, oh, never mind. He's like, oh, I have what do you say? 1,000 likes? Was 100? I think it was 100. And then Cricket said, oh wow, you're really into this, huh? He's like, yeah. He's like, hey. Look, he doesn't really say this, but I'm a bit of a bumpkin. Country boy. I really fully understand this stuff, but you know what I do know? How to keep my best friend happy. So that's what I'm going to do. I love Cricket. He's like, okay, let's go. This is kind of weird. Well, maybe I should just expect this from Tilly. But Tilly's like, where's Tilly going? Why are you talking to third person, and who you No way. I was kind of making a joke for what was the episode? It was recent. It was a spaghetti theory. If you watched that episode, I know not like a lot of people watch it, but you should watch it review. It's basically Tilly's saying a theory that we're all like spaghetti, and how all of our basically plots in the episode intertwined together, and I'm kind of like, it's somewhere in the episode I forgot when, where it's like, is Tilly kind of like Deadpool? Is she like She-Hulk, where she can kind of break the fourth wall and talk to the universes before? And again, this could just be another joke, but Tilly's like, oh, where's Tilly going? I'm like, why are you talking to third person? Who are you talking to? And we just had spaghetti theory in the previous episode. Because she even said, oh, I remember the point, where Tilly was basically talking about, oh, hey, now you've seen all the events. And Cricket said, no, we didn't. All we saw were a couple people, and none came to pass. And then we see another group of people coming together. And Cricket just assumes that Tilly's right, saying that, oh, we're all like a bowl of hot dogs. And Tilly's like, okay, forget it. But why did Tilly say, like, oh, you just seen the events? Which was us, the audience. Because we saw the squirrels, we saw Remy and Medea, we saw the mayor, we saw Vasquez versus what was his name? Viper Fang, which I want to see more of that. Awesome. Go check my review. I just love that fight scene. I'm not sure if I had a clip for it, but I talked about it. And basically Tilly said, oh, you just saw it. I'm like, yeah, we did. Cricket did it. And you sure didn't, or did she? Again, I could just be reading too much into this, but we just had that episode about basically kind of Tilly breaking the fourth wall, and now this line. Because kind of like where Tilly got up, and also the little kid saying like, oh, where's Tilly going? And so that's what Tilly's basically telling us, the audience, or where am I going? Because why on earth would she want to tell herself? I guess she can do whatever she wants, but I'm kind of suspecting a little bit. Tilly multiverse confirmed. Multiverse watcher. She's a new watcher. And I'm glad that Gloria's living here now. She's wearing like socks. She's wearing a comfortable sweater and in a ponytail. I love it. And he's like, oh hey Gloria. And he's like, oh, what's up Tilly? Hey, can I borrow your phone so I can make like a ding dong account or watch ding dongs? And I love Gloria so much. Don't you read chit chat? Oh my. I like the bubbles. You know, with like the shadow effect. Doing that because I'm learning how to do like shadow effects and stuff like that. So people say, oh, this is the most simple thing ever. Well, people like me who are learning to do it, I really appreciate it. So there you go. And chit chat's kind of like Snapchat or combination with Facebook basically. And Gloria isn't that old. She's in her like late 20s. I think we would have gotten her like. Because basically her whole arc is basically trying to find a new job, basically finding out who she is, basically staying at a dead-end job, after she recently finished art school and stuff like that. If she was around 30, I think we would have gotten a birthday telling us she was 30. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm still thinking she's in her late 20s. If the creators by interested, oh yeah, she's like 35, I'm like, whoa, one, she looks really young, and two, when we got on a birthday? I don't know. Maybe I'm asking for too much. Who knows? But he's like, oh, you want to do chit chat? And Tilly's like, oh, I'm glad you're just kind of trying to be sympathetic with Gloria. Hey, Gloria, and also straight to the point, Gloria. Kids don't really do chit chats anymore. We're all about ding dongs now. Hey, let me show you. I love Gloria so much. Hey, is this a vlog? And it's Kiki's. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, she didn't have to do this, and she probably was in a hurry. But I think with the red, we wish something. We saw something at the bottom saying that hot dogs rest in peace or something. I don't know, or saying like when the hot dogs were born and when they died. But Kiki is so funny. Again, let me get a Kiki episode because so now we kind of have a little bit more about her. She loves video games. She loves role playing games like board games. And now she has I guess she has a bit of comedy like because I think she did this whole thing to be funny, but also she's a bit of a daredevil by doing that flip into the trash can. Maybe we might get a gymnastics episode. Gymnastics Bill sequel. Even though Bill said like, oh, my back's killing me, I'm never gonna do it again. Maybe he might fix his back and get back on the horse, and Kiki might be there too, and Kiki kind of be like the new generation. Maybe, or maybe we can make it like an Olympics. Well, I guess the gymnastics is sort of like an Olympics type of episode. I don't know, maybe. Give me a Kiki episode, because at first I was like kind of like it would be kind of cool, but I think we need more depth about her. We're getting a little bit more, not a whole lot, but a little bit more. You know, getting video games, board games, acrobatics, and now comedy. Keep it going. Flow is weird saying, but flow the juices more. Kind of keep pushing that little bit of development, more facts about her, more of her likes, maybe dislikes, and this is kind of like they could have just got the grave gray, but they made the trees and the clouds also gray too. Maybe she's a fan of those classic horror movies. But we get like a Werewolf by Night. Go watch that movie. No spoilers, but it was amazing in my opinion. Maybe she's kind of into that black and white type of movies, maybe. Or it could have just been for this one scene, but maybe she's a fan of those movies. Maybe she wants to become a director or something. Yeah, maybe we can get back to that old director that was in love with Miss Cho. It was like the first episode of season 2, I think. First or second episode. So yeah, more Kiki development. I'm kind of glad that we're kind of getting that in season 2. I mean, kind of like the back half of season 2B. You know, like the last quarter. But so I'll take what I get. I'll take what I can get. Words. But and oh my goodness, this line.
One day, your old pal Gloria is finally too old for the internet. This is yours now. I am free. All right, what are we working with?
Oh my goodness. And by the way, since it was 3 clips, I'm not gonna play anymore. And plus, the other ones are just kind of basically Cricket basically going through pain. So I'm not gonna play any of that stuff. I'm gonna show it, but not play it. So, but so basically, I guess so. Basically, Gloria just gave Tilly her phone. Here's the thing. I think this is really funny. I'm like, Gloria, maybe we should get a new phone because she used that phone. Well, I guess she quit her job actually because and don't you have your contacts in there also? But again, Gloria wasn't really thinking. She was just in the mindset of, yeah, this is totally useless. Like I don't need it. And we showed that Tilly kind of doesn't want it in the end, actually, so maybe Gloria might get it back. Yeah. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried. But Tilly's like, oh, hey, what should I do? And he's like, ooh, hey, live stream. I'm going to live stream the dog. Okay. And then Remy's like, okay, Cricket, go. And Cricket's like, what should I do? And Remy's like, I don't know. Because Remy just kind of wants to capture that Cricket magic, you know, what he was doing earlier. I just love this. I love how Cricket's like, hey, what's up, chicken? Chicken just pecks his toe. And he's like, ouchie, mama. And he's like, okay, cut and send. Cricket's like, Remy, I think a bit one of my toes. And I was like, oh, never mind, I miscounted. And he's like, oh yeah, validation. And he's like, hey, you know, I love how Cricket's with the chicken. And he's like, how about we take this chicken and do that when you know that feeling? And he's like, when you know the feeling what? That feeling when the weekend's over and you're, an egg to the face, basically. And it's and you know, Cricket's like, oh, what's this one? Oh, that feeling when your mom says no. I like how Cricket's asking this obvious questions. He's like, so is my mom the goat, or and then the goat just poof, and just totally kicks him. And he's like, Remold, how are we doing? He's like, Cricket, we're doing great. And he's like, what's this feeling? Oh, right, that feeling when the goat's driving, and oh my goodness, he goes through a world of pain. And he's like, Remy's like, hey, look, and Cricket's like, he said, no, it's me, Remy. It's like, I have 100,000 followers. And oh, he has the check mark. I'm validated. And there's a big rainbow. And Cricket's like, I'm so happy for you. Cricket's such in a world of pain. Oh my goodness. This is actually kind of like the first episode we kind of see Cricket where he's going so much pain and suffering. He only did it to help a friend. He wasn't doing something mischievous. It's a change of pace. Are we going to see it again? Probably not, but it's a change of pace. And, sorry. And sorry, I'm just trying to think what comes next. Right. This is where we get to Tilly with the B plot, where she basically is live streaming Phoenix. So like, Phoenix, I gotta do something adorable. And she does a little yawn and say, oh, "We did okay." And I'm not sure she ended the live stream. She might have. But this B plot's a little bit ridiculous. But Tilly just has this way with animals, so it totally makes sense why she would do this. Because she's like, no one's following. Oh, Phoenix will be crushed. I'm like, Phoenix can talk in a way. Yes, we saw what was it, Animal Farm. That was the episode, right? Where basically we learned that Phoenix is like the queen of all the animals, and we saw what was it, Copper, like the evil rooster. We heard all their voices and stuff like that. We heard Melissa. We heard what was it? Miss Brenda, the cow. We heard all their voices for the first time. So we definitely know they kind of have personalities, but for the most part, Phoenix is just a dog. I mean, of course she has feelings, but I don't think she's gonna care about validation. So it is a little bit ridiculous, but Tilly is like this, so it makes sense. And basically, oh, she'll be crushed. And say, oh, I'll make sure she doesn't find out. And like, okay, we get back to the A plot, and Cricky's just he's a black guy and stuff. Like, oh my goodness, this boy is so damaged. And he's like, oh, Cricket, thanks so much. He's like, I'm happy to help, buddy. And Cricket's like, I'm so glad we get to relax right now. I'm so glad we get to relax. Oh my goodness. And then Rem's like, I want to look at it one more time. Obviously, he's a kid. He still wants to look at it. But if he didn't look at this, he wouldn't have gone crazy. He's like, no. Where the check mark's like fading? He's like, no, my check mark is gone. He's like, no, people are not following. He looks in the comments. He's like, where's the new video? Like, how long has it been? I wouldn't say like more than an hour, but even within the day, I guess this proved that people want and more what people can like receive. I guess to like not your general audience, because your general audience should be your general audience should be on your side and shouldn't ask you too much of yourself. That should be your audience and like your fan base. They shouldn't want you burnt out. To the whole platform of TikTok and YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, they always want more, and not because they have bad intentions. They just want a lot of content, so that when you kind of have to go to sleep or something, you can just pause it and go back to it tomorrow, and so that you have have days away before it finishes, before they start posting new stuff again. So they always want more. So this is kind of thing, and there's even one kid on the comments saying oh, after they got validated, they stopped caring. That's untrue. And I'm like, oh wow. Hopefully you guys don't think that on the days where on the days I say I post a video, please don't think that I'm not caring because I don't post on that day. I think for the most part you guys do understand is because I'm in college, I have work. And even I explained like a couple of like reviews ago, it was like during like the summer or the spring when I basically had no classes. I was kind of planning for like the whole week to do Amphibia reviews, kind of to catch up to like the series finale / season 3 finale, and I just couldn't do it every day because I just couldn't do it. Like it's too much. And I think for the most part you guys understand. I just kind of want to say it again, like, something against you guys. It just for me, my own personal mental health and benefit, I just couldn't do it. So yeah, that kid, like, okay, like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? I know he's just a kid, so whatever. But come on. And Remy's obviously feeling the pressure, like, oh no, that kid's right. No, he's not. What was he or she? Was it they? I'm not sure. I think I only saw like a photo. But is it that kid was right? No. And it's like, we need to do more videos. Cricket, are you up to it? I'm glad Remy did ask first, but look how beat up Cricket is, Remy. He said, oh, anything for you, bud. Cricket, you're such a good friend. Oh my goodness. And he obviously does a good mini like ding dong thing, saying, "Oh, we're gonna be streaming this live at the skate park. Be there. Like we're gonna be the most spectacular sun. That's why we haven't been posting. Yeah, okay, not because Cricket needs a break. Okay, sure." We go back to the B plot. Tilly puts like one view sticker, like tape on the 0 views. And say, oh, hey, look, Phoenix, look at this one viewer. Oh, they said they loved you so much. And Phoenix just licks it off just because Phoenix can. Like, nothing against Tilly. He's like, oh no, you exposed the truth. I'm so ashamed. I caused the worst thing. I lied to the dog. I shall cast myself out. And Phoenix is just kind of, I love Phoenix so much until he just crawls away. Okay, Tilly. Okay. Hopefully you learned your lesson, I guess. If that's what you're trying to tell yourself. And we get back to the escape park, and basically Cricket's getting ready, and he's in a wheelchair, and he's in a tuxedo, and Vasquez puts him in a wheel thing, and basically saying that, oh, he's taking what was it, the goat? We were bringing it back to goat. The goat basically is your date. We had to meet the date's parents, and we had to go through the dinner. So you run through food basically, and you had to go through security before you get to the dance, and you had to dance with the bees. There's a beehive there. Okay, great, that's safe. It's totally safe. And then you end up with this organ melting hot sauce. That's what it was called, organ melting. So great. And then we actually get like a cameo. Well, not really a cameo. He has lines. What was his name? Itchy Boy. Remember that episode? What was it? Bad Influencer. Remember he was like the most popular thing ever. But now people are into ding dongs. Like people are not following my vlogs because everyone's into ding dongs. You gotta collab with me. He said, how'd you get that idiot to for free even to do all that dangerous stupid stuff? And then Ram's like, Cricket's fine. He's not in too much pain, is he? He's looking at it. Just one ding dong. Unless it took maybe it's like a second take, but it seemed like Remy was only doing like one shots. Like only one takes. Because it says that Cricket says, oh, even though my body's all mangled, I'm happy to help you, bud. If we go back to the episode, he doesn't say that. So when did that happen? Unless for this specific one, it was 2 takes. But that seems really convenient. So I'm taking a point off. Like, I know Remy needed to find a way, but I think you could have just talked to Cricket like, I need to know the truth, and Cricket said, I'm in a lot of pain. I just wanted to do this for you because you're my best friend and you asked me to. You could have easily just done that. And he's like, oh no, and he's like, no, leave that loser, like, you need all the clout. And he's like, I don't care about it. And look at this girl, like, who invited this old weirdo? Because he was so famous in the first half of season 2, but now everyone's zombies. That's the whole thing with the internet. For like half a year, if you're famous, in the next half to the following year, you're not going to be famous anymore. And they also had New Year's. So, yeah, I think it's been like around a year, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't know, I'm getting tired. It's like 9 o'clock. Yeah, I'm doing this video kind of early. Let's see. What was the next thing? I like how Ram's like, Cricket, you gotta stop. And he's like, oh, I forgot. Like, the words were rhyming. So Cricket obviously took this as saying that, oh, you want me to go. Even though stop and go don't sound like, he said something where it sounded like, wait, was it start? Stop the car, start the car. What was it that? I'm not sure. But Cricket's like, oh, okay, bud. And Vasquez is like, you gotta throw me up. This is actually really interesting. I guess development for Vasquez of letting Remy make his own decisions, because, and I guess maybe because Remy is kind of in charge of him, he has to do what he says no matter what, basically. Well, obviously he knows his obstacle course and what Cricket's about to go through. So obviously if Remy goes up there, and well, Yeah, because if he knows he goes up there, he's gonna get badly injured. But he knows he has to save his friend, so Vasquez wasn't allow him to go. Basically, I guess it's kind of the same thing for like Chipocalypse, where he allowed Remy to help the Greens win back their house. But I mean, Vasquez was there, but um, to fight off the goons, basically. But he allowed Remy to go. So yeah, Vasquez is pretty trusting in Remy. So he's like, yeah, okay, sir, and throws him up. And he's like, oh, Remy, and then Remy grabs Cricket out and puts him on the top of the ramp. And Remy accidentally gets stuck in there, and he basically goes with the go through the dinner scene, through the security, which is the cow and the bees and the hot sauce, and I was like, oh, and then Remy's like, Remy Cricket's like, and he goes down there, and he's like, hey bud, you okay? And it's like, Cricket, I am so sorry. He's like, oh, hey, it's okay, bud. Hey, you saved me. That's great. And he's like, oh, okay. And Cricket gives Remy a hug, like, ouch, and some of the sauce gets on him. So they both need they both need baths. And we get back to Tilly saying like, oh, Phoenix, I'm so sorry. Tilly gave her a card. I love it. And he said, I'm so sorry. And then Phoenix makes him like do these type of noises, and Tilly's taking it as like you're accepting my apology, and say you're right. You did have one viewer all along. It was me. Technically, yeah. I'm not sure why I didn't turn to one viewer, but I don't know. The internet is not so great in the greenhouse, so maybe it wasn't really connected. Maybe. um. And basically, um, Tilly's basically like, I won't let the internet influence me again. Pretty great. But then she throws the phone. You could have easily just given it back to Gloria, or threw it in the trash, or just keep it for later or something. So she just threw it, and she's like, okay, whatever. She gives Phoenix a hug, and we get back to Cricket and Remy. No lines from Grandma, but I like how Grandma's taking care of both Cricket and Remy. One, because this is Cricket's best friend, so obviously she's gonna kind of take care of him. And two, Alice has some bonding moments with Remy. So so she kind of has an understanding with them. So she's like, you know what, I'm gonna disinfect you too. And then she's like, oh, thank you, Grandma, thank you, Mrs. Green, and there's a smell again. um, basically, we basically and he's like, oh, I'm sorry you didn't get validated, right? He's like, oh, who cares, I didn't want to put my best friend at risk anymore. And he's like, oh, BRB, I need to get my phone. He's like the other side of the tub. And he's like, no. And he's like, oh, no way, Benny took a video of us. And and Benny was taking a video, the whole thing of Remy rescuing Cricket, and Remy getting trapped and going through all the obstacles. He said like, oh, check out these two people, and he's like, he got validated. And Cricket's like, okay, I don't care anymore. And Remy's like, yeah, okay. So they're not caring anymore. But we have Benny basically on this with a fancy I'm not sure, like, not skateboard, like a glider or something. And he's like wearing a lot of merchandise. He's like, yeah, I use my friends as humiliation to buy stuff. Like, oh, like holla. And then that's the end of the episode. Okay. I'm seeing. What do I read this episode? Let's see. Okay, I give this an 80%. I thought this was a great episode, even though it's about TikTok basically ding dongers. I thought it still was a great episode. Again, there's still things that still I didn't like about it. Again, one, it's about TikTok. Two, again, that thing where Craig said, "Oh, even though I'm badly bruised, I'm still happy to help you, bud." Even though on that TikTok that we saw Remy recording, we actually saw Cricket talk. That isn't the thing that he said. Again, unless he took a second take, but this is highly convenient that he just took 2 takes for that particular one, but not for the other ones. Like, you know what I mean? Or maybe at least the end of the episode saying that, "Oh, we took many takes on the different ding dongs," but they never said that. So, So, what was the third one? Oh yeah, Tilly throwing Gloria's phone. I just thought that was kind of necessary. You could just put it under your bed or put it in the trash or give it back to Gloria, saying, "Oh, you don't need to just use this for, on chit chat. You could use this for like work stuff on a new job or something." So what was the other one? Or sorry, and Cricket eating a spider. That was another thing. So yeah, 80%. I thought this was a great episode. So, and also check out that community post I put about this. Again, really funny scene with Tilly and Gloria. Kiki is just great. So yeah, everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. Give me a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share the video, and I'll see you guys later today for the second half of this episode called Animation Abomination. No clip for that, but I'll see you later today for that. Okay? Bye.